Hi and welcome back to the podcast. I'm Rachit and today we talk about finite and infinite games, the two ways to play the game of life. If life is a game, how do you play it? The answer will have a huge impact on your choices, your satisfaction, and how you achieve success. James Cars, the director of religious studies at the New York University, wrote a book, Finite and Infinite Games, that explores the difference between approaching life as a game with an end or a game that goes on forever. According to James, playing to win isn't nearly as satisfying as playing to keep the game going. For starters, what you do after you win a finite game, you have to sign yourself up for another one and you find a way to showcase your past winnings. Finite players have to parade around their wealth and status. They need to display the markers of winning they have accumulated so that other players know who they are dealing with. James argues that these players spend their time in the past because that's where their winning is. Infinite players, in contrast, look to the future because their goal is to keep the game going. They focus less on what happened and put more focus into figuring out what's possible. By playing a single, non-repeatable game, they are unconcerned with the maintenance and display of past status. They are more concerned with positioning themselves to deal effectively with whatever challenges comes up. Thus, how you play the game of life will define the learning you pursue. Finite players need training, infinite players need education. Why? According to James, to be prepared against surprise is to be trained. To be prepared for surprise is to be educated. If you play life as a finite game, you train for the rules. If life instead is an infinite game, you focus on being educated to adapt to unknowns. Whether you choose the finite or infinite game will also determine how you define success and what you need to achieve it. Finite players need power. Power gives them the best chance to win in each successive contest. Infinite players need endurance. They need attributes to keep them going. Ultimately, approaching life as a finite game or infinite game impacts your daily attitude. James asserts that the finite play for life is serious, the infinite play of life joyous. Considering your life through this frame helps you determine if you're making the right choices to be successful at the kind of game you want to play. That's all for today. Thank you and I see you next time.